Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Scarlett, because, obviously this is a character you played for so long, but you served as a producer on this movie. And what was different about that? Did you feel like you got to, it sounds like you got to have a lot of, sort of conversations on set and sort of talk things through about, here's what, I know this character so well. Here's what I think, we might want to try.
Yeah, it was very different experience for me from in many ways. Every film that I've made with Marvel, I've had the opportunity. I mean, Marvel really, and this is really, Kevin is, sorry to speak for you right there, but he's a huge cinephile movie buff and movie nerd. And I think that's why you have such extraordinary directors raising their hands to work for the studio. And, the first film that I worked on, collaborated with Kevin on, was directed by Jon Favreau. I mean, talk about somebody who can improvise on the spot and makes everything better in the moment. And Joss Whedon, an incredible screenwriter, joke writer, and storyteller. And the Russos as well are two very fresh, hilarious, one is a performer, and both of them really great kind of comedic minds as well. And so it's not uncommon to be on the set and have the work elevated on the day by these amazing directors. I mean, all very varied, obviously, but with such brilliant minds and brave kind of confidence directing styles on, each unto themselves. Kate fits seamlessly into that. I mean, immediately, Kate is so confident. She has an incredible way where she has impeccable taste. She's so cool. She has an amazing visual vocabulary, and she's an actor's director.
I think it's smart because when you get tired, you just say to the actors, what do you think? You can just go. Then I'd sit behind the split.
She's also really lazy, apparently. You didn't realize.
And then I'd sit behind the split, and they were so funny that I would be crying sometimes, and also crying through the beautiful emotion that they brought to it. So it was a joy, working with these guys. It really was.
And I will say, I think we've talked about this before, but worth repeating, Devin, to your question about Scarlett as one of our producers on this. Brian and Brad were meeting lots and lots of people, and it was Scarlett who said, "Hey, have you thought about Kate Shortland? Why don't you consider Kate Shortland?" And brought her films to our attention and her to our attention. And my memory was, Kate, you weren't available, or maybe weren't even like Marvel schmarvel.
No, I didn't think I could do it. But it was really Scarlett that pushed for you to get on our radar, and then for you to, I think, even consider it. Scarlett talked you into taking those meetings. Yes,
she was hiding out in Australia.
Exactly.
So I couldn't find her. It was like,
that's right. Which is usually not a great sign with a filmmaker. She's not calling you back. Forget it.
I feel like it was basically a year and change that I was like, how can this person must exist somewhere? Has a career. She must be somewhere. She was hiding down under.
I was so scared when Marvel approached me. I couldn't think that I could do this job, and I didn't want to do a job or a film. Film's not really a job. It's your life when you take something on board like this. And so initially I just said no because out of fear, and it was so great. It was one of the best experiences for me to actually get over that fear and do this film. And yeah, I'm incredibly thankful.